Hello everybody. All right, so I will send another product for review. This one here I am super excited about because it's going to help me in this lighting situation that I have in this room. I'm working on all this, antique stuff in here and I just want to make it look good and all that kind of stuff. And so the lighting is very important, but not just for this stuff, but for the stuff that I'm going to show you. So one of the problems I have is right here on this bench. All right, so this bench is what I use for, it's what I put together for showing, different products, but lighting is still an issue. So this right here, oh my gosh, I am super excited about getting this unboxed and getting it set up and just taking it for a test spin. So this is my Honeywell. This is model HWL-02E Pro, all right? It's very tall. It's a little bit taller than I am. It's very rugged material. It's very industrial-like. It just, from all the research I've done, this is exactly what I've been needing for this table. Not only for viewing things, but for working on electronics and that kind of stuff. So, natural lighting floor lamp. It says it all right there on the box. All right. Now this has a technology in it, CRI 97, which is high color render index. So no blue lighting hazard. So it knocks down and takes care of the blue light hazard. No strobe hazard. All right. So everything that is on this box is basically what it is. Now, if you want to do some more research into this stuff, it's all there on the site. 2-year warranty. 2-year limited warranty, and then on the side of the box it kind of says it all. Eye protection, 400K color temperature, linear brightness adjustment. It has a knob on it to where you can adjust the brightness. The framing on it is aluminum metal structure. It's super heavy duty. So let's get this thing put together and take it for a test spin. We'll see you here in a minute. The manual is going to give you all the information you would need, all the different specs and all that good stuff, how to put it together, warranty information, all that good stuff. So we're going to put that aside right now. Let's start with the light. Let's put that over there. Let's get this thing out of its wrapper. There we go. And like I said, this material that it's wrapped in is pretty impressive. I mean, it's like, it's just a really good quality material just on the wrapper. So there's the light. Let me get this thing spun around here. We can get up close here. So there is the label. Now you can see I'm having an issue with lighting in here. And that's one of the things I'm hoping this light is going to resolve for me. So it kind of gives you all the specs, 120 volt or 110 volt. It says 120. And then the frequency, 60 hertz, the power, 100 watt, current, 85 amps, and then the date code, and then all the FCC, all the good information right here on that floor lamp. So let's get up and close to these LEDs. Hopefully you can see it past the glare I have there. There we go. Really good quality LED lights in there. Here again, I'd love to take it apart, but we can't do that. We got to use it. Maybe I'll take it apart later. So you can see the quality. Now that's where the diffuser panels, these go on there to diffuse it. Now this is this side. Let's get a complete tour of all the edges there. There you go. And this thing's pretty heavy too. It's pretty beefy. So right here's the type diffuser that kind of diffuses the light, which is pretty neat. See if we can get it up close where you can see it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the website about this stuff and how it does it. It's kind of a bumpy feeling to it. Here is the cable. That's for hooking it up. Once we put the legs in it, or the extensions. And then, so that's it for that. The base, like I said, super heavy. I'll take it out and show it to you. So here is, I don't know, this is the upper or the lower. It's the knob, so I think that's the upper. So there's your dimming knob to dim and make it brighter, which is a really cool feature. You get to control, how bright this LED is. And then in the end, that's where you would plug up. Really good material. The thickness of the aluminum is pretty nice. And you can kind of see the electronics in there. Let's see if you can see that. Let's pull that out. So there's the electronics. Some of the electronics. And there you go. And same on this side. That's for the extension. All right, so let's put that up. And this one's a little lighter, but it's still a pretty beefy aluminum. All right, there we go. You can kind of see the aluminum extension, which allows you to plug into the other piece, the upper. Like I said, just a really high quality material. Paint job looks super clean and just really nice. And then there's where your plug would go in. All right. Of course, the cable. Let's go to the cable. Just like I said before, it's a standard power cable with a little Velcro tie on it. And then, of course, the tool, which is basically Allen wrench. I think it's two different sizes, maybe the same size. No, I think this one's a little smaller. And then your screws, and they are labeled to help you put it together. Let's put that back in there. And of course the gloves and the little diffusers. Kind of don't want to take them out, so we'll show you this when I put them on the light and we get it all fired up. So now this big old thing here, holy moly, like I said, this is super heavy. It's a very beefy steel. This is the weight of the entire light right here, it seems like. I mean, just super, super thick. I mean, look how thick that thing is. Man, that's a good ½ inch or more, maybe even more. Now it's about a ½ inch. And then it's got little rubber feet on the bottom. And my arms are getting tired from holding this thing. So there's the little piece that that bottom section would screw into, and then you'd put your screws in. Super, super nice. And I'll put that back in its cover here in a second. So there you go. There's a rundown of everything. So we really need to get this thing put together so I can get it turned on and hopefully change the whole dynamics of this table for viewing. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing put together. Number one, connect the upper and lower lamp post. All right, so we got that together. So you basically clip those two pieces together, slide it together, and then two screws, which is the C-pack. All right, so just took care of step 2. We'll move on to step 3. 3 A's, and that big heavy base that we need to put on the bottom of it. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so we got 3 done. So now we need to move on to 4. And it looks like we need to take the back cover off, or the top cover of the lamp head. So let's go grab that real quick. All right, so it looks like this cover right here. We need to go ahead and take that off. So now we need to get the other end up here and then into this piece. So I'm going to go turn this thing around and find a place to prop it up. And I'll see you in just a second. All right, so I got this all set up. Brought the camera in here a little closer. We just need to get that piece in here and then make that connection. All right, and then we just need to get the screws in there, which are the B screws. All right, so it looks like we need to get the cover back on. Power cord, we'll put that here on in a second. And let's go ahead and get these light diffusers on the top part. All right, so the little diffuser strips, pretty straightforward. There's a little 3M adhesive on the back. We just need to peel that off. All right, it went together fairly easy. It just need to follow the instructions. You know, the biggest thing is just be careful with the base. The base is super heavy. There's the cord plugged in. And let's turn this light on. It is super bright, and we'll go over that in detail here in a little bit. So see you in a minute. Now, some of you out there are going to recognize this. This is an old MFM hard drive. I think this is a 10 meg hard drive. Here's the model, Q540. This might be a 40 meg. Let's see, I can't remember which one this one is. Yeah, I don't remember. This hard drive has been around forever. This was in a 8088. No, I think this was in a 286. But they were in 8088s. So there you go. All right, so that's without the light. And we're going to turn the light on. And we're going to turn it up. I mean, like I said, it does not do it justice of what you're seeing on the camera. But this light is super, super bright. And you can see everything on this board with no glare. You got a little bit of glare on the super shiny stuff, but overall, it's just a good, even light. Hey, I wonder if this thing's still under warranty. maybe we got to take the cover off of it and look at the platters in there. So there you go. Super impressed, super excited about having this light for stuff like this. You know, if I'm working with magnifying glasses down here, and then, you know, trying to desolder something or fix something that's on this board, then this is perfect. All right, so here's a little a Heath kit from 1967. This is one of my finds that I just like some of the older electronics. And you can see it needs a little bit of work. I haven't done anything with it. It's just been sitting around. But this bench that I have right here is where I would want to clean up something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the light on. There you go. There's the light. And I'm going to slowly turn it up. And you can really see that, you know, this little board here needs some cleaning. So, you know, it, like I said, you know, this light, it's really hard to explain how it works with this camera. This camera wants to pick up whatever lighting situation there is, but you can see the difference as I turn it up and turn it down. But right here in person, oh my gosh, it's just absolutely incredible. You know, with a good magnifying glass on here and trying to work on something, I mean, it's just really good light. So anyhow, I just wanted to show you this because this is some of the weird things I like to work on around here, and that's why I like to stand up working on a bench. I have a lot of other benches. This one here was put together just for showing things and that kind of stuff, but just the value of having it like this is just absolutely incredible. I mean, super good light. Let's turn that around so you can see it. So there's a sticker on the back. Really good good light. So super excited to have it. It's definitely going to put it to use around here. So I got this light set up above my bench here. I got my camera over top of the bench on my little arm that I use for moving my camera around. This is the only way that I can figure out to show you the difference that this light makes in whatever you're looking at. And it's really hard to show you on a video for what I'm seeing right here in front of me. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. So this is a weed that I just pulled out of the yard. So I'm going to turn the light on. That's the lowest setting. I'm going to slowly bring it up. I mean, what I'm seeing right here and what you're seeing is, it's not giving it justice. I mean, but it's looking good on the camera. I can see it. All right, so that is full out bright. It is super bright down here. All right, but look at the clarity. There's no glare. There's the light just feels really good where I'm working at. So if I'm working down here and trying to, you know, work on something, this light is incredible. I mean, like I said, this camera is picking up, you know, a lot of the details that I'm seeing here, but nothing like what it looks in life. So I'm gonna turn it back down. And I just turned it off. And these are the lights I have in my little studio here, shining down, and this is what I've been dealing with my current lighting situation. Literally, it is night and day. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Now I'm going to turn it up full blast, and then the camera, you kind of see how bright it gets, and then the camera kind of adjusts itself. Absolutely incredible. This light is a game changer for being able to see, for me, on this bench. And let me get this out of the way here. All right, so I've taken this thing for a nice little test spin. You know, I Went through it and looked at all the different parts and pieces in it. Really good material. The aluminum super thick. It seems like everything is in really, really good quality. The LEDs that are in it, they look really, really good. Other than me taking it apart, which I like to do around here, but that's a whole other story. I don't need to take it apart right now because I need it to work. So excellent light. Oh my gosh. You know, this thing is just incredible just in this little room right here. And I've been working on all these lights, you know, trying to get a nice view of some of the antiques, you know, things that I have around here. I have a very large collection of, you know, just old rusty stuff, right? So this is pretty rusty. We turn that light up, you can really see the rust. But the really coolest thing about this light that I like the most, you know, working on different things, you tend to shine a spotlight down and it creates a big giant blob of light. And it's really hard to see what you're working on. So when this turns on, even at high blast, 100%, it just looks really, really, really good. I mean, the colors are enhanced. It doesn't have that glare like you normally would, you know, with a giant spotlight. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. This light belongs in this setting. You know, this is a very high-end light, and it deserves a pretty desk like that. Well, I don't have a pretty desk like that. This is my desk. You know, I work on electronics. I work on small things. I use magnifying glasses and different lights to be able to work on it. Soldering, desoldering, that kind of thing. This thing is something I have never seen, you know, for a bench. You know, it is just absolutely incredible. So for me, it's about being able to work on something and being able to see it, being up here, standing to where I can work on something. So draftsmen, you know, people that do draft type work, that still uses tables, that kind of stuff, or different projects, or just any kind of paperwork in general. I mean, just paper alone doesn't have that normal glare that some of these lights would, you know, produce onto whatever you're working on. So super, super happy with this light. It's very high end. It's very well built. The light technology is really, really good. I haven't seen anything like it. You know, the closest thing I've seen to really good lights is the lights that I'm putting in here, but they're, you know, controlled in a different way too, where you can fine tune it and then, you know, make it do what you want it to do. This one here, same thing, right? You turn it up. If you need just a little bit of light, you got a little bit of light. If you want to turn it up, you turn it up. If you want to turn it up even higher, you turn it up even higher. All right. It feels like I'm being beamed up, but I can still see, right? So really, really good light. Like I said, if you're in the market for something like this, really, really cool. Hope that helps, and we'll see you in the next one.